Welcome to another edition of Totally Awesome Fishing, where this time I'm going to show you one of the most successful baits ever for catching sea fish. Popular, easy. Let's get in the totally awesome kitchen, give you an idea what we're going to be using. There we go, look at that, fit for a king. That's squid cut into rings. I'm going to eat that and enjoy it with a very nice glass of white wine. But not only is that nice for me, it's nice for the fish as well. They absolutely love it. And you wouldn't believe the number of different species that eat squid. I'm going to get this out of the way, enjoy it, and then I'll show you how to put it on the hook. And you'll be surprised at the number of species you can catch on squid. I'm off. Cheers. Okay, here we go. This is a normal sized squid most anglers are going to have. Just box one's calamari. I'll just show you briefly the squid. There's the eye, the head, the body cavity, and if you open them up, you'll see these two long ones, these two long tentacles here. These are the ones they shoot out and try and catch their prey with, and they draw it back in and then clamp around here. Because these only have suckers on the end, whereas these ones, you won't see them there, have lots of little suckers all the way along there which clasp the prey, send it back down their mouth. So, you want to rig a whole squid? I personally leave it as it is, but you're going to need a double hook rig there. So that's what I've made as a double hook rig. I've put really strong yellow line just so you can see it. But if you go for cod, you tie it on the bottom hook, and you just leave this one sliding up and down loose. And if you want to lock it at whatever length you have, you just pinch it, take 1, 2, 3 turns around there, and that's pretty well locked on there. And you can also, if you put it hard, you can slide up and down like that. Look, I can adjust it, so I can adjust the depth between the two. So lay your squid out. You want one at the top of the bait here to hold it, and you want one through the eyes there. So what I do it different to most people. I put the one through the eyes first, just like that, simple as that, to hold it in. Otherwise what happens is it just pulls off. So a fish will bite this. If you don't put a hook in there, he pulls it off and you're left with the hook here and you don't get the fish. Then the second one, what you also don't want to do, you don't want to hook it so it's bent like that. So just lay it, adjust your tension where you want the hook to go, let's say about there. And you can even put an extra turn in there. And do you know what I do? I just nick it almost once like this. Through there. Make sure the point comes right out the meat like that. Now that is just hanging. Those hooks you can probably see are almost hidden completely. One in the head, just here. One in the body cavity there. And it just hangs, look, nice and straight. Absolutely straight. The alternative to do this, that's just fishing a whole squid. Obviously you get it like this, you pull the head off. Don't throw that head away because that's a good bait in itself. And I'll tell you what you can do. You can fish it whole on its own. One hook through the eye, that's all you need. Or if you're fishing for black bream or small fish, all you need to do with these long catching ones, snip those off, throw them away, and just cut straight across here. Because if you do that right behind the eyes, if you can see that nice and sharp, you've still got a bait, which you can use as a chunk bait, I call it, for thornback rays. But look, because I've cut through the tentacles there, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 little baits off of one. And because these have the tentacles there, this particular bait that's like a muscular piece. So that, as a bait, is really, really strong. Look, you can hardly put it apart. For black bream, brilliant. So that's an idea you've got there. With the body cavity, a lot of people do this. Standard way would be run the knife just along the stomach, split it out, open it totally, take the blade of the knife, just scrape off all the body cavity there, all the gunk, and you're going to find the plastic. It's not plastic, but that's a backbone. Looks just like a piece of plastic. That goes as well. Use the flat edge of the blade at about 90 degrees, turn it over, scrape everything out. Some people leave this on and say it's good. A lot of people who's visual fishing in clear water like that clean bait, you know, it stands out more where it's white. I scrape it all down the back, draw a line across it so it's nice and neat. Just like a cookery program, isn't it? You've got the two little vein flaps there. You can either use them or not use them, it's entirely up to you. All you've got to do is just basically scrape them off. Now that is the sort of thing as I was eating earlier on. Like you can make squid rings out of the circle. So that's a beautiful piece of bait. You can, if you want, put something like a lugworm inside here or a sand eel. You can roll it right up like this in a circle with the bait inside. Hook through here, hook through there. You've got like a little sandwich there really. Or if you want strip baits, and these are very good for pollock, you can cut it in 4. Once down the middle, twice, all longitudinally. Sharp knife, look, 1, 2, 3, 4 strip baits there. 4 nice strip baits to use there. Another little tip before we try and go fishing is you can leave the head on, run the blade down the middle. This is more for slow tie, for stuff like congers. Leave all that white body cavity gunk in there, roll it inside out, and then hook it as per normal. I'll just show you. And the reason I do that is because I can put the hook through there. I slide this back further and I roll it all up, put the hook, my holding hook, the top of the pennel rig through there. But look, that is fishing inside out. And all this gunky stuff we might not like to eat, but I can assure you a fish is going to love all that slimy, gunky, gooey, stinky mess. And you've still got the tentacles there. That's how you can rig squid. It's one of the best boats you'll ever get to go fishing with. Only one thing to do now. That's it. Let's have water. And one of Wayne's friends from his boatyard asked where to come out, so Wayne told him to come out with us. He's followed us out. We're not speaking to him again. He's just had a 16-pound cod, and we've had a few whiting, no cod yet. I've got a nice pouting, just to show you the size of the pouting. Really nice, big pouting, this one. That's a nice fish. Let me get that lead out of the way. It's not as cold as I thought it was going to be out here today, but we're still all wrapped up. And so a nice jumbo pouting there. And some reasonable sized whiting, so we got bits of trout down, bits of whiting, squid, lug. We've had to go with everything. The tide's just turned round, so it's flooding now. So fingers crossed we're going to get something else. It's banging away, that rod top.
Yeah. A bit more current running now, and I've got a little bit of a heavier weight on, but this certainly doesn't feel doggy. There's my leader anyway, so.
We're getting close.
I suppose it could be a bass, mind you.
It's got that nod about it. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a bass. It's just got that sort of bang to it. Who knows?
It keeps swimming up a little bit as well, which makes me think.
What were you on there? Wayne, squid, couple?
This was a double squid, I believe, on this one. So, yeah. Wouldn't bother the net, but there we go. 4 to 5 pounds, I suppose.
Yeah, you go 5, wouldn't you? Yeah.
That's what we're after, species-wise, just not size-wise.
Scoff that squid round.
And he's going to go into a nice fish pie, I think, this one. Cut a good fillets off him, just enough to make a nice meal for 2. Unfortunately, it was right alongside the boat, and the line just parted. But got another one on here. It's definitely a smaller one, but was
20.
About 25 maybe.
Yeah, boy.
Well, we're not so good then. He's pursing this one. Just pursing. Yeah. Oh, it's easier 20. Easy, I think.
That was a big fish that last one, mate.
Yeah, it was about 25.
Oh, there.
There we go. Pretty female fish. Fortunately, not very well hooked. Lovely. Just whiting the scissors there. So.
Good fish, yeah.
We'll get her back quick as we can. I'm not going to bother weighing her.
We just had that smooth down and Wayne had to bite straight away.
Hasn't really run like a hound.
Dead.
No,
oh, there, nice array. small-eyed. It's a small-eyed ray, yeah. That's a nice carp. There, he's in. That is a nice fish, that one.
Yes. That is a good one.
Let's flick it up. Oh. Very, very quiet. It's not very big. Hopefully it's still there, and it's a small bass. Occasionally I just left it in the water because sometimes you do see another bass come up behind it. Yeah, it's a bass. No cod. This one will do us for a start. Yeah, got it. Oh, that's all right. That was squid. Hopefully without spiking myself. There he is. Oh, I do love catching bass, I have to say. Oh, I don't like getting spiked by bass, I have to say. Yeah. Now what we need is either his uncle, his cousin, or his grandfather. And we need a cod, which is what we're really after. So, it's his lucky day, because I'm going to let him go. There he goes. He's gone.
Of interest in that pal. Gave it about 5 minutes and then reeled up, and there's a bit of weight here. So, well, basically, it hasn't really woken up yet. You see him come out of the water. Hasn't woken up yet, that one. So, well, it pulled down a couple of times, but it's not nodding like a cod either.
He's not kicking like a cod. First of all, see there.
It's a ray.
Oh, big ray. Undulate, I think.
Yeah, it's a nice undulate.
Beautiful undulate ray. Look at the size of that one.
Yeah, he's not bad.
That'll do.
Well, that's quite a nice undulate.
That's
actually
a nice undulate, that one.
That might go.
That's doubles, isn't he?
Oh yeah, go easy.
Well
Easy.
doubles. Yeah, he's got some weight to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Probably about 15.
Nice fish.
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice fish.
Lovely. As with all rays, watch that, because they...
Yeah, clamp out on you, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it, away you go.
Okay, well it's £15 on the dot.
Nice fish.
So that's a reasonable undulate. Handsome fish, lovely. And he'll go back live, which is
the main thing, yeah.
well, they've got to actually, because they are protected now. So.
Oh really? So no cod, but we got a bass and an undulate. Oh, there we are, and the fish gets to go away. Beautiful.
Look at that, lovely. Beautiful, look at that.
Whoosh.
Couldn't be better. But that jellyfish, very interesting that. Okay, we're out the second day after the cod. Yesterday the only good fish was a £15 undulate, and I think I've hit another ray here, but it looks like it's a spotted ray. I chucked an up-tider out, a bit deep for it, but...
Worth putting that bait out then, Wayne.
Yeah, pretty little male ray. I mean, they don't get big spotties, but they're a nice little fish. There you go, little spotted ray, male. Lovely little fish. Handsome. Always tell a spotted from a small blonde, because the spotted rays, the spots don't go to the wing edges, whereas on a blonde, they tend to have spots along the wing edges, so... Even though it's called a spotted ray, they stop at the edge there. How
big do they grow, Wayne, these spotteds?
Generally between sort of £3 and £5. You get anything over sort of 4.5. It's a very nice fish.